Video is a collaboration video with my very own baby girl, with my very own godmother. Una think I no get godmother? I get godmother. It's just because me, I've just been scattering myself. But yeah, you guys, it's a collaboration video with my very own big sister, Lily Pope TV, like Nwunye Janweja, aka Lily Pope. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you so much, sis, for giving me this opportunity to express myself. Thank you so much for even collaborating, like the first ever collabo. It's not easy. Guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Uma. I'm a mommy YouTuber living right in the city of Ilorin, Kwara State, Nigeria. Your one and only. So guys, in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you all things you need to look out for, things you need to know while raising your kids in a northern part of Nigeria. I'm brought up in Enugu, so all through my life, I've lived my life in Enugu, like yeah. But I got married and I saw myself in Kwara State. You guys, there are lots of reasons why I said, raising your kids, things to look out for. I'm not saying, please disclaimers. For those of you who were born and brought up in the north, you have your own reasons, you have your own way, you have your own opinion about raising kids in the northern part. For those people like us who are born in the eastern part of Nigeria, we have our own observation, we have our own reason. Number one thing you should look out for is school. When it comes to raising your kids in the northern part of Nigeria, you should always be careful the kind of school you put them into. Like here in Ilorin, I think 60% of proprietors or school owners are Yoruba, and most of them are Christians, and some of them also are Muslims. But the 40% of people who own school in this state are Christians. Even I'm not sure are Igbos, but I'm not sure if they're up to 40. So you guys, raising your kids here, most people who are Yorubas or who are Muslims don't like all these typical Muslims, like the Dona Shaka Shak. They don't really like their kids going to a Christian school because the fear of you turning them into Christians, fear of you teaching them or the school teaching them to leave their God or what they believe in to believe in our own God. You guys, so anytime you're raising your kids or you're thinking of raising your kids in the northern part of Nigeria, you should always be mindful of schools. Like here in my son's school, I'm going to use my children as an example because I don't really know much about secondary school, but in primary school, which my children are still attending, their school, they don't wear hijab. Even though the school is owned by a Yoruba Christian, they don't really wear hijab in their school. You hardly know that this school is owned by a Christian. You hardly see the signs that these people are Muslims. Even when they are praying, maybe in the morning section when they are doing the assembly, they are going to separate the Christians from the Muslims, and they don't hear what they are saying. I have this experience with one of my friends. Her kids go to one of the best schools in Ilorin. When I say one of the best, like trained school, like they tutor children very well in that school. But one thing that made her to take those children out of that school was, how it was owned by a Muslim, even though the school is very good, but it was owned by a Muslim. And whenever it's time for prayers, like to 1 after 12, all the Muslims in the school will come out and prostrate to pray. So the Christians or the people who are Christians will always want to know, what are these people doing? And kids who are very sharp will want to come and do it. So when they get home, they practice those things that the Muslims do in the school, that they saw their peers doing in the school. So fortunately for the mom met them doing that and was like, what are people doing? They said, Mommy, that we are praying. You can imagine the woman did not even think twice and took all the children, like had 4 kids, away from that school. That's to tell you that, you should just be careful putting them in a Muslim school. These are things you should look out for. Do you want your child to mingle with people? Is it owned by a typical Muslim? Do they really give chance for Christians to, to express themselves and all that? So I don't really know much about secondary school, but when your child in secondary school in the northern part of Nigeria, they are one way or the other can make decisions for themselves. Like if they don't want something, they don't just want it, except if they decide to be, influenced by peer pressure, that's the word. So but when it comes to university level, I have friends who are graduates of University of Ilorin. I didn't graduate here. I've told you guys story about my school and all that. If you've not watched that video, I'll link it in the description box. But when it comes to university level in Kwara State or in any northern part of Nigeria, they do indigent. In eastern part of Nigeria, like anywhere I'm coming from, I told you guys that story. We also do indigents, but here in Ilori, they do indigents, except if you know somebody where you know somebody, do you know somebody where you know somebody, you're going to get admission into the school, or just God decided to favor you, bless you, and you get admission. So one thing I love about universities in the northern part of Nigeria is that they are highly they have a high moral standard of training their pupils. Like, you don't just do things the way you want to do it, you don't just dress the way you want to dress. Even coming into the school, like I have one private school, Alikmo University, they will just their dressing code is on a billboard. They will show you, see what we allow inside the school. You don't just wear anything because you are wearing it. If you are not dressed in this proper way, you don't have a right or reason to come into the school, which is very good. They don't give you the chance to do anyhow, and I love that about them. So if you're thinking of training your child or your kids in any northern part of Nigeria, just know that they are going to have respect. You want to join the Muslim folks, they are not being forced to do what they are meant to do. And it's a red light when a Christian go to a typical Muslim school. Trust me, there are 100% reasons, 100% things to see that you're going to change or your child is going to change. So being a mom and living in Kwara State or living in northern part of Nigeria, I'm too skeptical about the kind of school I enroll my kids into, or I want to know or ask other people, what are these school meant for, how do they teach. Just try and know one or two things about their school, try and know one or two things about where you want your child to go into. So I just say, let me come and share with you all the educational standard in the northern part of Nigeria is good, even though not everyone wants to go to school. Generally in the world, not everyone wants to go to school. So I just decided to come and share with you. Did you study in the northern part? Were you born and brought up in the northern part of Nigeria? Tell me about it. Were you forced to do things you're not meant to do? Did you, or were you opportune to mingle yourself with Christians and Muslims in your school? I would love to hear all of that in the comment section. Without wasting much of your time, I am gonna be drawing this curtain here. It's me and always me, your baby girl Mma Bella. And if you've not subscribed, please do not forget to hit on that subscribe button for me, okay?